All right, guys, welcome to a video with me, the Stonk Dad. So I have actually had a bunch of requests to make a video about futures trading. I actually have been dabbling a lot into futures over the past month. That's pretty much exclusively what I've been doing over the past month. I remember I got on a cruise boat and my dad actually got me into trading futures. So I was pretty familiar with futures from a long time ago. But I went on a cruise with my brother and then my dad, and he was trading futures and we got into a conversation, and I pretty much just started to trade futures exclusively on that trip with him. So it was a good experience with him, just interacting with him and talking about the markets and stuff like that. And I've actually quite enjoyed it a lot better than options, surprisingly. I thought that I wouldn't, and I was a little bit skeptical at first of how I would like it compared to options. So that's kind of why I didn't really get into it a long while ago. And my dad told me horror stories about it, and I won't get into that, but he did tell me stories, and that was the turnoff for me to get into it. But now that all these things are coming together, it's becoming more mainstream, I feel like, with these prop firms and whatnot. So that's what I'm going to be talking about today in this video. I've had requests to talk about futures, how I execute trades, and kind of how I trade them compared to my normal strategy, what I do with market net flow and stuff. It's roughly the same, but let's get into the charts and I can do a little bit more discussion on that into the charts here, okay? Okay, so I'm actually going to be using my practice account on here on Top Step. So Top Step is a prop firm. You have to pass a certain threshold in order to get the funded account, in order to get payouts and stuff like that. So there's a lot of rules that you have to follow, and that's that's where a lot of people mess up a lot. But I feel if you're disciplined in your trades and you do really well on the combine part, the practice portion, then you should have a lot of success in the prop firm trading futures area in this financial sector that we're in. Okay, so you guys see that we have here the ES chart. Now ES is the S&P 500. It is practically the same as SPX or SPY, and I like to compare SPY to ES, and that's pretty much what I do all the time. You guys know that I talk about market net flow, gamma exposure levels. So what I do when I trade futures, I go onto here and I compare the chart to SPY over here on my right hand screen, and it is almost identical. You can see that we got that huge pump up in the market on Thursday, and then we had the sell off towards close. It's pretty much the same stuff. So if I'm looking at GEX levels on SPY, for example, let's see, if we go here, you can see that 524 level was negative. So I pinpoint it on SPY here on my chart over here on TradingView, and then I go on over here to Top Step and I can kind of compare it to where it is on SPY as well. So I do make these trades hand in hand to what I normally do with market net flow, GEX levels and stuff. I just use SPY as my my support area, I guess you could say, and then I utilize ES to trade on. So the first question that I got about trading futures is how I execute a trade, and then I guess you could compare them to the SPY options as well. So Top Step makes it really, really amazing. Actually, I love their platform. So I was more used to using Tradevate to trade futures, and Top Step actually came out with a platform of their own called Top Step X, and that's the platform that you see here on your screen. But Tradevate is also one of my favorites. I definitely will want to open up more accounts with on Tradevate than Top Step X, but I like both of them equally. I'm starting to get the hang of Top Step X a lot more. It's more simple and it's very easy to use. There are a little bit of bugs which they're working out as they haven't quite released it to the public yet. This was a private invite, yeah, it's relatively the same though on every platform. You have what they call ticks and then points on these futures contracts. Now on ES, it's different for everyone. So for ES, a tick is $12.50 to the upside or downside, and this will make sense more as I explain a little bit more. But a tick is $12.50, and 1 point is 4 ticks. So 1 point is $50, and then 1 tick is $12.50. So $12.50 times 4, which equal a point, is $50, if that makes sense. Okay, so let's see. I can just do an example here of what I would do. So like, say if I got into a position on the green convergence here on market net flow. So it looks like it triggered around 1456 Eastern time. So what is that, my time? I think it's local time. Yeah, 1456. So that's like, gosh, that's like right at 12 o'clock my time, I think. 1456, yeah, like 12, so like 1150 something. So 1150, it looks like green convergence triggered. So if we go on here on the 1 minute chart, and I'll do a little mark here so you guys know what I'm talking about. So 1156 was right here. So it looks like convergence triggered at 1156 on this green candle here. So I saw that on the chart. It triggered. It looks like it came up, and then I always wait for the retest of EMAs. So in this instance, you saw the green convergence flip. It came up. It did retest these EMAs down here. It did go a little bit lower, it looks like, but this is on the 1 minute chart. So if we go on over here, you can see that it did very perfectly on the 21 EMA here. So even though that green convergence flipped, I always wait for that retest down there at the EMAs, and it caught a very nice move up there from about 513.12 all the way up to 520, it looks like. So that's like 8 points on ES just in 30 minutes or so. That was one of the best trades of the day on Thursday, but that's basically what I do to enter into those trades. So you can see, I know the market's not live yet, but you'll see that the price moves on this price ladder. You can either place your trade on the chart as a limit order or on the price ladder. The price ladder I like to use a lot. This is also on Tradevate as well. But you can hit your buy order. So if you want to say you want to buy calls on SPY, you would go long on ES. So you would buy, and then if you wanted to go short, if you wanted to buy puts on SPY, you would go short or buy a long, or sell, I guess you could say, on ES. And you can do that just by this. You can do it on your chart. Actually, I don't know if it'll let me. Yeah, it won't let me because, oh, there we go. So the market, you can go like here, limit sell, and then you can limit sell one at whatever level you click there on the chart. Or you could do it on the price ladder here. You could sell on the right side and then buy on the left side for calls. Buy left side and then sell right side. So yeah, I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. There's no Greeks that you have to worry about like you do with options. You do have to worry about the drawdown aspect of these prop firms, but other than that, I feel like it's pretty self-explanatory. It can be different for each one. So say you want to trade like QQQ, you can go over here and you can trade NQ, wherever it is, NQ, there it is, which is the same thing as the QQQ index option-wise in the stock market. For futures, it's NQ. And what's cool about futures trading is if you don't want the risk of doing those heavy ones, so like ES is the big behemoth one, ES, you can also trade MES, which is just a tenth of ES. So remember what I was talking about with the point system and the tick system? It's the exact same with MES, it's just a smaller portion. So one tick is $1.25, and then one whole point is $5 instead of 50 on ES, if that makes sense. So you can trade one MES contract, and that's just a tenth of ES, which is awesome. And then you can trade contracts, however many contracts you want, 1, 2 contracts, 5 contracts, whatever. But yeah, guys, that's just a little lowdown of futures trading. I've been doing pretty well. My goal has been to hit $200 to $300 a day on my funded accounts, which has been phenomenal over the past week. I think there was like maybe 1 or 2 red days over the past month that I've had. But other than that, I've been hitting my goal of $200 a day, and it's so easy, I feel like, because all you need to do is get pretty much just 4 points on ES, and that's $200, and that's about 40 cents on SPY or so. So you can compare that just over here. You can see that we got that big drop at close here on SPY from 524 to 523, and that's this big red candle here. So that went from 513 like 515 5 I can't even talk, 5315, so 5,315, all the way down to 5304. So that was about 11 points on that dollar move to the downside. Maybe a little bit more, but I'm just eyeballing it. But yeah, I kind of compare it SPY to ES with $1 move on SPY is about 10 points on ES. Give or take. Okay. So a dollar move on SPY is about 10 points on ES, and 10 points on ES up or down if you buy or sell is $500. And that's just how I compare it. The futures trading to SPY. That's pretty much it for this video. If you guys want more specifics, let me know down below in the comments. I've been doing very, very well with this. This is just my practice account. 83% win rate, and we're up almost $2,000 on it. Very good. I don't take very many trades on this one. You can see 100%, 75%. Looks like I took 4 trades on this one, and then 75% or so. But yeah, that's it for futures. If you guys want any more videos like this, or you guys want me to talk about more specifics, please let me know. This was just a nonchalant video. I just decided to record real quick. No script or anything. I'm just blabbering before I head off to my Easter dinner with my family. But yeah, guys, that was the first futures video that I've ever made. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know again what you guys think down below in the comments. Give me a like, and don't forget to subscribe. I love you all. I'll see you in the next one.